All right, hello everybody and welcome to Crafty Hour number 21. It's Kourtney here with Scrapbook-N-Memories. And let me go find our live. Hello, happy Thursday everybody. Oh, there we go. All right, we got it. Our eyeballs are growing. So hello everybody, and happy Thursday. It's Crafty Hour 21. This kit was really cute. It was kind of non-traditional kind of Christmas colors. So this was kind of a fun one to play with. Let me change my resolution because my screen is blipping. I know, right? I thought all day today was Friday. I'm all messed up. I don't know what day of the week it was. We were in retailer training. Was it this week or last week? Last week. See, I don't even know what week we were. Last week, and it messed up my week, and I'm still messed up on my days. So I don't know what we're doing. So tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow will be the announcement of the next Crafty Hour number 23. Anne-Marie, me too. It's a challenge for me to figure out how to get the live feeds. Sometimes Facebook does an update. Sometimes Facebook changes something. I just kind of log in about 5-10 minutes early, hold my breath, and hopes that I don't have to do an update or change anything last minute. But with Facebook, you just never know. Never know. Now, when we are done doing a live, Facebook asks us a question if we want to leave it for 30 days and then delete it or never delete it. And I got to stop and read it and make sure I don't click the wrong button so it doesn't delete my live. All these trick questions. Okay. I think the eyeballs quit growing, so we might be ready to rock and roll. I'm just going to scoot the camera ahead. I know, right? Okay, so I don't know what it is. Every time I like to do a theme or I like to do something that all commingles and all kind of matches and goes with each other. So these were Christmas cards, obviously. So what I focused on, I was like, oh, Christmas cards. We always need gift card holders. So I'm going to show you how to make 3 different gift card holders. And of course, I don't have a gift card on me. I'll just grab a business card. Same thing. So this one is going to open. And then it has a spot right here to slide in a gift card. Super cute. So that'll open like that. And then this one is going to be a flat card. So it's just a flat card. But this is going to open. And then you're going to have a spot here to put a gift card. How clever is that? And then this is like my old school. This is my first business card that we ever had 18 years ago. So this is my old school. And then this one's going to be like a standard card, but we're going to open it, and it has a spot there to put a gift card. So we better get cracking, because we're going to do 3 different, kind of a little bit interactive. So sometimes when we have lots of scores and very lots of folds, sometimes we lose some people. So we're going to get cracking so we can make sure that we get all of them done, and that you guys will have 3 different gift card holder ideas. And of course, it's a gift card holder, so you can use it for a birthday, anniversary, graduation, just because. All those items, it will work. So let's play. And if you notice, I give very little homework. And there's 2 reasons I give very little homework. One, I'm horrible at homework. I am horrible. When I do all these virtual trainings and online classes, they send us homework sometimes a week, sometimes 2 weeks in advance. And of course, I never get the homework done. I watch it live, I struggle and try to do as much as I can, and then I just watch it on replay. So I'm horrible with homework. Number 2, it's Crafty Hour. So the idea for me is I want you to be able to create it in an hour. I don't want you to have 3 hours of die cutting and prep work to do it. So the whole point for me is it just takes an hour of your time. We're going to craft together. It's just an hour. So this is how I create. So this is how I kind of teach when we create. So hopefully everybody's okay with that. And that's what we're going to do. So the first one we're going to do is the cute little, I don't know if I want to call it a trifold, but it is a trifold. We're going to start with this one, this cute little one. So this is going to be card number 1. We need to start with a piece of cardstock. So I used everything in the kit that we have. So the first thing we're going to start with is your green cardstock. So it's kind of like now on the screen it looks black, but it is not. It's that hunter green cardstock. So we're going to start with that, and we're going to cut it 4 1/4 by 11. It's an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper, so we're already good, and I'm just going to double check that my 11's the right one. But it's an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper, so we just have to cut it on one side. Uh-oh, my card hit the light and adjusted it. Oops, my piece, actually, I had to pull from my stash, so mine is not 11, so I'm cutting it 11. I was pulling from my stash. That's why I was double checking. So yours should be 8 1/2 by 11. Sorry, my wires keep hitting the lights. Okay, 11 by 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Okay, and then once you have that, we're going to flip this piece, and I love this trimmer. This is the Dress My Craft trimmer. I love it because it has the cutter on the top and it has the score on the bottom. And then you have all your measurements on here, and this trimmer is super affordable too. So I really, really, really like this one for doing my scoring and measurements. So we're going to score it twice. We're going to score it at 2 3/4. Whoops, and I just cut it. That's okay. 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. Gosh, you got me all nervous. I don't know what I'm doing. By 5 1/2. So we're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Okay, and then we don't need the trimmer anymore for this one, so we can put that to the side. And then, so we're going to fold it in. And then we're going to fold it in again. And what I did, if yours is not folding freely, I just took off a little sliver off of this. So if it's interfering with that, that fold, and it's not folding very well, just take a little sliver off of that side. And now, no, you cannot use the Fisker blades in it. Dress My Craft has their own blades. And then you'll fold it over. So this is what we should have so far. Okay, our piece of cardstock, yours will be scored, not sliced like mine. And then flip and flip. Okay, then we're going to do the insert part. So we're going to do the insert. So this gives you a place to put your message, your sentiment, your to's, your froms on here. So this is going to be a piece of white that's just going right on the inside. It's going to be 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, that's our piece on the inside, 5 1/4 by 4. And you can go ahead and glue that piece in, and when you glue it in, you're going to have a little bit of rim all the way around the outside of it. And I'm going to cheat and use my layers. And I'm using my 1/8 of an inch corner because I need help. Where's my glue? Okay, use my guides. Just put that guy in the corner, press, and now we have equal all the way around the outside. So that is our, I just used my 1/8 of an inch. So these are the quick, easy measurements, okay? Next thing we're gonna do is we need our pattern paper. So the pattern paper that I selected is the trees. I absolutely loved these trees. I just thought they were so adorable. And then we're also gonna make this little frame here that kind of hinges up and it kind of builds that other piece. So in addition to the trees, we're going to dig out your green scraps that we just did. So you'll have a piece of green scrap, and we're going to cut it 4 1/4 by 3. 4 1/4 by 3. And I want to have the least amount of waste. So let me see. Yep. On that. So I'll cut my 3 first, and then I'm going to flip it and do my 4 1/4. Okay, so there's our little, is that straight? Yep, just my eyes deceiving me. There's your little green, 4 1/4 by 3. Then we're going to put a gold on the inside of that. So we're going to do another layer. And the gold is the gold from your kit. So it's that two-sided shiny gold from the Spellbinders kit. And we're going to do it 4 by 2 3/4. 4 by 2 3/4. So when you slice that, it's going to fit right inside of your green. So we're just kind of layering the pieces. Okay, and then we need one more layer. So we need a piece of white. Put my thing down. Piece of white, and that white is going to be 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. Okay, 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. So now you should have these 3 pieces that are just going to layer together. We're going to put the white in the center of the gold in the center of the green, and these are giving us nice big borders. So I know sometimes we do the 1/16 of an inch, and now we're going to do an 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to put my gold in. And then I'm going to put my layer in there, and I'm looking for my glue. Ooh, if you use the green from the last one, uh-oh. I didn't think Diane had used that green. Maybe use black. Use the black. The black will match. Okay, so I'm going to put my white down, and then I'm going to put my green down. So putting my layer, my 1/8 of an inch layer back down. Okay, perfect, Leslie, because she had some green in her stash. Perfect. I had to use green for my stash too. That's why mine looks a little bit darker, and mine was 12 inches. Okay, so there we have our 3 pieces perfectly layered in. We've got our green, then our gold, then our white. So that's all going to be our little flipper piece that goes in the center. Okay, so next we're going to grab the trees. And the trees, we want to make sure, because this is directional, we want to make sure our trees are right side up when we cut it. We want our trees that. So our trees are going to be 4 inches tall. And I'm never trusting myself, so I'm always checking twice. Yep, 4 inches tall. So we're going to put the trees in the trimmer sideways, and we're going to cut them 4 inches tall. So that is our first cut, 4 inches. This is a scrap that you can use later. Okay, then we're going to flip it, And our trees, we're going to do 2 of them that are at 2.5. So we're going to do 2.5. Set it to the side. Do another 2.5. Set it to the side. And then we're going to use this piece too, because he's already cut and he's already ready to go. So I decided we're going to use that piece too. So this guy, he's going to get glued right here on the inside of that white. So he's going right butted up to the top, butted up to the side, butt up to the bottom on the white. So you'll see that little bit of green still all the way around the outside. So this is just kind of bringing that theme back inside your card. Okay. The other one, I'm going to flip. So this one, I'm going to flip her closed. So this goes in here. I'm going to put a tree right here. Now, if you shaved a little hair off of yours, you might have to shave a hair off of your trees to see if it fits. Mine fits. I'm pretty good with it. I'm happy with it. So I'm leaving it. And we're going to glue that down flat too. Okay. So that was closing our first flap. Okay. Close the flap. Then we're going to close the flap again. So you've got a score line here, a score line here, and your other tree is going to go on the outside cover. So we have a continuous theme of these trees. I just love this tree paper. And I love that Spellbinders puts just a little hint of that gold in there, that gold foiling. It's very nice. Okay, so there we go. So we've got that, this, and then it opens up. Since it's a gift card holder, we need to make a notch. Okay, we have to make a notch because you want to be able to pull your gift card out. So I told you to grab a circle punch. It didn't matter what size circle punch. And what we're going to do is on that end, we're just going to circle punch out a little notch. And we're going to do it at the same time. So it's going to punch through the pattern paper and then also the cardstock. Okay, so there's our little thumb pull. Now we need to glue this guy shut. We're going to put a very thin line of either a liquid adhesive or I'm going to use score tape or suquang. Some of you guys call it suquang tape. I'm going to use a very thin line of it and we're just going to put it along the top and along the bottom of that flap. Okay? And then leave no glue here because you want to be able to pull your gift card in and out. And then we're just going to fold that down. And now that is glued shut and you have your little pocket. Okay? See, isn't that easy? Easy peasy. Okay, now we're going to close it and we're going to put this piece on. You can either put pop dots here if you want to raise it up a little bit or just put runner. I'm just going to put runner on this and then I will pop the embellishments later. So what I like to do when you want adhesive on the left, no adhesive on the right. So what I do is I flip my piece of paper over like a calendar, like you're flipping a calendar. And I put it right where I want it, and then that way I can see from the back side where the adhesive goes without accidentally putting it in the wrong spot and gluing it shut. So by going right there, I can tell that's not going to interfere over here. It's not going to glue it shut. So we can flip it. And press. And then there we have, isn't that cute? Isn't that adorable? Have your little piece with the flipper under it. Okay, now it's time to embellish. So from your pack, I had you grab these pieces, the 3 trees I loved these trees. I just thought they were adorable. And the cute little truck. And if you know me, I have an obsession with little trucks with things in the back of them. There is just something cute about having a truck with a pumpkin or a tree or a package or a gnome or whatever you got to put in the back. I think it's just adorable. That's all there is to it. Okay, so the first one we're going to start with is your tall tree. Your tall tree. And I'm just going to put liquid adhesive on the back of this. Just putting liquid on this one. And then I'm going to go in here and see where the green goes up and down. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to line that tree up right with the tip of that green score line. So right here is where I'm lining my tree up. I know, right? That's why we get each other. Okay, the next one, so I'm using 3 different levels of pop dots. I'm using lows and mediums. So this one's flat, this one's on a low adhesive, and this one's on a medium adhesive. So it builds it 1, 2, 3. It builds 3 different layers on there. So we're going to start with the medium-sized tree. And I'll put some foam on the back of him. Okay, and we're just going to layer him in there, just like that. Then I've got the little baby tree, and I just have to see where to put my adhesive that it won't be on. So I need to put it on the far side, and I need to put it on the top. And we're just stacking our trees. Super cute. And then the last thing, we're going to add that truck. And of course, he's going to get some pop dots. We're going to do some high foam on him. Gotta build your layers. All about the layers. And then I'm just going to overlap that tree a little bit and put him on there. I also told you to grab, and Diane did too, so grab some gold gems. And what I did, I like these ones by Pink Fresh. I love all the Pink Fresh gems. I collect them all because A, they're just in these super cute little bags and they're easy to pour out and easy to use. So I love them. We're going to put little gems on the tires. See this? I felt like it needed a little bedazzling, a little bling. So I'm just going to put a gold gem on there. Hello, Judith. Oh, no. Sorry, Anne-Marie. She said she made a mess. She's going to have to start over. I cut when I was supposed to score, so we're all good. And all the measurements are right here, so if you guys want to just screenshot that too, that way you will have those items. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to add one of the little white sentiments. There was a whole thing of them. I'm going to add Merry and Bright. Loved these little foamy guys. Super adorable. And I'll just add one right there. And there we have our gift card holder number 1. Thank you, Sandy. How'd everybody do? Are we crafting along or cooking dinner and watching? I'm usually cooking dinner and watching. And then, like I said, your little gift card goes in there. And then you have plenty of room to stamp your sentiment or sign it or put something on there. Ooh, that one took a half hour. I hope we get to the other ones. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Okay, so does that look good? All right, so let me, and if you want to, I'll leave this here 1 second. If you guys want to screenshot that, there are your measurements with the 2 different versions, and I'll grab the next one. Okay. Card number 2. Card number 2. I had to sub something because I used all of my pink cardstock. So I'm going to do black, but you guys are going to do pink. Or if you want to do black, go for it. You can do black too. It's your card. The next one we're doing is this one right here. It's going to be a flat card. If you wanted to put this on a card base and have it open up, you could totally do that too. But I thought since this little thing opens, you put your gift card in there, you can put your to, from, or your sentiment up there, that I didn't feel like it needed to be on another card base. So it's just kind of a flat card with a little gift card reveal at the top. So what we're going to start with is the base here. I did the 2 shades of pink on here, but I used up all my pink. So for right now, where it says base pink, I'm going to use black. But if you want to use black, go for it. If you want to use pink, use pink. So that is going to be 5.5 by 4.5. Which actually, we'll just go with what I said. 5.5 by 4.5. Now remember, I'm using black because I used my pink up. Okay. Then the next piece is going to be our pattern paper. It is actually bigger than an A2 base. An A2 base is 4.25 by 5.5. This is actually 4.5. So it is larger than an A2 base. You could totally make it an A2 base if you wanted, but you would then have to adjust the size of this to make it perfectly fit. So you would have to change it. Does that make sense, Gan? Yeah, it is 5.5 by 4.5. So it's a little bit bigger. Okay, next we're going to grab our pattern paper, which is the pine cones. Pine cones. And we're going to cut this so we have a 1/8 of an inch all the way around it when we glue it to our black. So this is going to be 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. I have to keep looking twice. I am not trusting my measurements today. And then we're just going to go ahead and put that right in the center. We're going to glue that down right in the center. And I'm just using my 1/8 of an inch layer again, so we have it perfect all the way around. Okay, and then we can set this piece to the side, So the next piece we're going to work on is this right here. Right in the center is this piece of cardstock on the back. I did dark pink, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use black again. Black again, because I want these 2 layers to match. I want those 2 layers to match. Oh, I just lost the feed on my computer, so hopefully you guys still have me. Okay, so this says dark pink, but mine's going to be black, but you use what you have. It's going to be 4.5 by 3.5. Okay, good. Thank you, Linda. 4.5 by 3.5. And then this piece can just be set to the side. You don't have to do anything with it quite yet. Just set her to the side. The next piece you're going to grab is the light pink. The light pink that was in your kit. I love pink poinsettias. I don't know what it is. I think it's the non-traditional colors or the non-traditionalness to them, but I just love pink poinsettias. Okay, when my arm slides out, it causes a little issue here. Okay, so our light pink is going to be 4 1/4, and I think mine's already at that. Nope. Yep, because I cut it from the other half. So 4 1/4, we're on the light pink by 9 1/2. So we're going to flip it and cut it at 9 1/2. And then this piece you can just set to the side for scrap. Now we're going to score it twice. We're scoring it twice because you're going to have your flip that goes up, and then this essentially goes down, but we're going to glue it like we did on the other one, so it's a little gift card pocket. Okay, it's going to be glued also. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so we're going to score it at 3 1/4, and I'm going to grab the scorer this time, not the cutter, and then we're going to score it at 6 1/2. Okay, so you got a piece like this, and we're just going to fold it into the center. One of the flaps is going to be shorter than the other. So if you kept yours short, one of the flaps is going to be shorter. The shorter one is the one that's going to go on the inside. The longer one is the one that's going to fold down and line up at the bottom. So if you fold yours and it doesn't line up at the bottom or top, flip it. So the short guy goes on the inside. Short guy on the inside. And then fold that down. And again, we're just going to take this and set this to the side because now we need to cut our pattern paper. And this was another one of my most favorite pieces in that set, was this plaid. I just love plaids. I have something about plaids that I love. And then the gold foiling that they added to that just made it, oh, made it amazing. Okay, there's no right or wrong on this side, so it doesn't matter where you cut it. We're going to cut it at 4 inches first. Cut it at 4. You can use that on something else. We're going to flip it. And we're going to cut it at 3 inches. You can set that piece to the side. And then we're going to cut the next piece at 2 3/4. 2 3/4. So you're just shaving off a little hair. Little hair. So on this, when you're looking at your card, the bigger one, the 4x3, is going to go on the outside. This goes on the outside of your cover. It is nice and cozy, isn't it? Very nice and cozy. Just love plaids. And I got a lot of layers going on here. So I'm going to put a magnet in there to hold that down. Okay? So I'm back to my 1/8 shim. Oh, I don't know if this is going to agree with me. Okay, we're going to try to hold it down with a magnet until I get that piece in. Because it's so flippy floppy. Wants to move on us. Okay, so the big one is the big one, right? Where'd my other one go? Uh-oh, I lost it. It's probably underneath us. Yep, that's the big one. Big one goes on the top. The smaller one goes on the inside. And because it's different layers, get my magnet out of there. It wants to lift on us. Okay, so there is the outside. Okay, and then we're going to find our piece from somewhere. Ah, there it is. And he's going on the inside. So he goes on the short one. Remember I said we had a short one? He's going to go right there on the inside on the short one. So again, let me butt it up to my base. I'm going to put a magnet there to hold that guy down. I'm going to put my 1/8 layer in there. I'm going to line that up, get my magnet out, and glue her down. Okay, how are we doing? Is everybody doing good? So now we have this. We got the pretty plaid on the outside. We open it up. We have the pretty plaid on the inside, and now we need to do the same thing. We need to notch it right here with a circle punch. And if you have other shapes, oh my gosh, use other shapes. You could got a square or maybe a top note or something else. I mean, do other shapes. That's fun too, but I just do a standard circle. So there we have our little notch. Again, we need to glue this little flapper shut. I keep forgetting to put my pin in my glue, and then it clogs on me. I'm guilty of that. Okay, so we're going to open it up, and we're going to put tape here at the top, here at the bottom. Nothing here because you want to be able to slide your card in, remember? Slide your card. Ooh, I might have been over ambitious for 3 interactive kind of cards. I'm watching the time. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so we're going to fold that up. And there we have our little, and this would be cute just to be by itself. Make this as a little gift card wallet by itself. Don't even put it on a card. And you could tie a little bow around it to tie it shut. And this would make a cute little thing to put in a gift bag or something too. And oh my gosh, it's using very little cardstock, so quick and easy. So definitely give that a whirl. Okay, now you're going to grab that piece that we had before. So we got our base, we have this piece, we have our little flipper. So we're going to glue this guy to our base. You might have black, you might have green, depending on which cardstock you used. Again, all the measurements I did this time were easy, quick measurements. They are okay, I think I'm back. Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry guys, it is so hot here today. Apparently my phone didn't shut itself off. So hopefully it will, hopefully it won't freeze again on us. But it literally said it needed a break, it overheated. Huh, crazy. Okay. Oh, my desk is well organized. You should see the floor, Dee. The floor is covered. Oh my gosh, it's all covered. The hallway, the floor, the desk. And then I'm going to leave to mark it and just leave the mess. Okay, I think everybody's back. I didn't want to go on. So, 109 heat index in Warsaw, right? It's supposed to be in the hundreds all week this week. Crazy. So my phone did not like it. Sorry guys, it overheated, but we're back. So that gives me 5 more minutes, right? If I go over. So there's that right there. Last thing we're going to do is just glue that to the base. And actually, did I put pop dots on mine? Yes, I did foam tape on mine because I thought everything was too flat. So I'm going to put a low foam tape on the back of that and pop it. All right. Ken did ask me, he says, did you look at the forecast for Vegas? And I'm like, nope. And he pulled it up and I'm like, oh, it's only going to be 106. We'll be fine. It's a dry heat. It's going to be 103 in Missouri with humidity. I can do 106 in Vegas with dry heat. Oh, I'm hot? Oh, thank you. Deanna said I'm hot. That's why we overheated. Crazy. Everything's hot. Our poor AC at the store couldn't even keep up today. We tried shutting off a bunch of lights. Shut off a bunch of lights to try to keep it cool, and the AC was going all day and never got below 77 degrees. Oh. Okay, so there we've got that. Okay, everybody are we good? Does everybody get back on and find us? Okay, so then I had you guys pull out the pink poinsettias and then these little greenery pieces. And I thought, again, these were all adorable. I love pink poinsettias. There's just something about them. We're going to pop them. We're going to, of course, pop all these. Okay, seriously. So I'm putting low pops on the big guy because we're going to build our layers. Or you can do normal and then double height, whatever you want. But we're going to pop the big guy. Now, when you do this, I had to tear my card apart a couple of times. When you do this, do not put anything hanging over the top, because when you open it, it won't open. So I have a little bit and it's okay. It makes it in the crease. But if you do too much over the top, your card won't open. And then, well, it defeats the purpose of a gift card. So put them on, but put your poinsettia kind of, I know, I love to overlap stuff, and it's like sacrilegious that I can't do it. But kind of stay below. You can go off on the left, you can go off on the bottom, you just can't go off on the top. Then we're going to take our second poinsettia and put some pops on the back of him. And then we're just going to kind of layer him in there nicely like that. And then the greenery pieces, I just did them with liquid adhesive. We're just going to put them flat. I always like to take little greeneries and just tuck them in here and there. And Spellbinders has some of the best greenery dyes ever. Got some amazing greenery and flower dyes. Okay, so we'll put that guy there. We're going to put this guy, sneak him down in the bottom corner. Evidently, there's a pop dot in my way. So we just got to whack it off. And add more glue. There was a pop dot in the way, so we had to just trim it a little bit. That one needs chopped off too? Yep, that one needs chopped up too. Just whack it off. You won't see it. No greenery was harmed in the making of this card. That's our disclaimer. Okay. Just tuck a little greenery. Oops, I totally missed the hole. Tuck a little greenery. And then I put another little white sentiment there because there was just so many fun white sentiments. What do I want now? Ooh, magical memories. Magical memories. That's a good one. And then the last thing I did is, again, we needed some more bling. So little gold gems. And I just did 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just kind of 3 random ones. And this time I used the teeniest, tiniest, itty bitty ones that were in that set. And again, these are the Pink Fresh ones. I love them because they're in the little bag and you can just dump them out. And I don't know that I'll ever use an entire bag of them because there are so many gems in those little zip bags. Perfect. Poinsettia has to have something on there. Okay, so that is card, ooh, I gotta pick it up a notch. Card number 2 with our gift card holder there. So I'm gonna lay these here. If you wanna do a screenshot of those and your measurements really quick, there's the 2 different versions. I guess it helps if we're on the screen. And then I will grab the last card. And throw the pile of stuff on the floor. card holder number 3. So on the third gift card holder, this one is going to be a standard card. So it ends up being a standard A2 card. And when you open it up, it's got the spot right here to put your gift card. So all 3 are different ideas, different ways to do gift card holders, because at Christmas, let's be honest, we need lots of gift cards for our UPS guy or just because. So there is that. So here's what we're going to start with. This is the one that you needed to have a piece of paper that was 12 inches. I told you just to grab a 12 by 12 white piece of paper. Because it's a standard size card and we're going to do the little gift card pocket at the bottom, we needed it to be a little bit longer than the cardstock that was provided in the kit. So we're going to cut it. You need a 12-inch piece of paper. We're going to cut it 4 1/4 by 12. So 4 1/4 by 12. And let me tell you, I dug and dug and dug and dug to find a piece of white cardstock that was 12 inches in my stuff. I have every color but white. It's crazy, crazy. Good thing I know where a good store is. Okay, then we're going to score it at 1 inch. 1 inch. I mean, white cardstock should be a basic and a staple, right? Did not have one single sheet. Oh, and I forgot we're going to have to score again. We have one more score. We have the top score. Let me measure that. I forgot to write it down. Where's my ruler? Sorry, my ruler is 49 minutes deep. That is 5 1/2. 5 1/2. And I used the cutter. Man, I am just not, it's okay, we'll fix it. Okay, so you should be able to score, fold up your 1 inch at the bottom. Fold up your 1 inch at the bottom, and then you're going to fold down your other piece from the top. And I'm going to put a piece of washi tape in that, so yeah, good job, Kourtney. How about a piece of washi tape that looks like stitching? Because I am stitching my card back together. Orange is danger. I know. I need to put a giant X on it. It says no. No. That's the second time I've done that tonight. Okay, that's okay. We stitched it back together. Ta-da. Chink. Gosh dang it. Can't believe I did that again. I don't know why. Got me guys all nervous. I'm all nervous. Okay. For the gift card at the bottom, we're just going to put tape right here, and then we're going to fold that piece up, and that will be our gift card pocket. And oh my goodness, I feel like a hot mess. I lost my little score tape now. Guess I'll use a little bit bigger. Oh, there it is. It's on my camera stand behind the foam tape. I know, right? It's just too hot. Brain can't think. Can't function or think. Frozen. Did we freeze again? Facebook's not liking me. Okay, then we're just going to pull that. So this is just a 1 inch flap at the bottom. Okay, Deanna says she still got me. We're good. Okay, so there's our pocket at the bottom for our little gift card. Or you could put a photo in it. That would be cute too. You know, when you always give your school photos or something to grandma. Okay, so there's our standard size. This is a standard size A2 card now. So now we should be in familiar territory. The paper you're going to grab is these ornaments. I love those ornaments. Are those not gorgeous? Love, love, love the ornaments. And you're going to grab that kind of black, dark gray stars from your pack. Okay, so we want the ornaments in our trimmer. We want them 4 inches wide. So the ornaments are hanging, and we're going to do it 4 inches wide. We're going to flip it and do it 5 1/4. Flip it and do 5 1/4. That's going to go right in the center of our white piece. Okay, right in the center of the white piece. Again, we've got 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch all the way around it. It's so hot, my glue wants to clog. I'm telling you, I think it's time for a cold margarita. Cold margarita. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to do our 1/8 of an inch. And I just put a magnet because it's a little bulky since we've been folding it. And glue that down. So we've got our white all the way around the outside edge. We're doing bigger trimmers. Or bigger measurements on this. Easy measurements, okay? Got it? Just a standard A2 card opening at the top with a pocket for your gift card. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now we've got our black paper, that little black star. We also need to grab a piece of white paper. So just a piece of white scrap from earlier. We cut a lot of stuff down. And our white paper is going to be the first one we're going to cut. It's going to be 3 by 4 1/4. 3 by 4 1/4. 3 by 4 1/4 for your white. And then the pattern paper is going to be 2 3/4 by 4. Okay. So these two pieces will go together. You're going to have a little bit of white. You're again going to have that 1/8 of an inch of white around the outside edge. We carry the tool. It's called Crafter's Essential Layers, and Clipper Street has them on the way. So Clipper Street will have them too. So whichever is your home store, get a hold of them and we can hook you guys up for those layering tools. Okay, we're going to put foam tape on the back side of this guy, and then he's going to go right in the center. And I could pull out my bigger layer and use it, but I'm running out of time. So we're just going to eyeball because we're running out of time here. Okay, I'm going to put that right in the center. Okay, the next thing we have to do is we got to build string. We got to build string for our ornaments. I loved these little ornaments, so I had you guys pull out these 3 ornaments, and if you want to pull out different ones, pull out different ones. There was a lot of beautiful ones in that set. A lot of pretty ones. So we're going to have the ornaments. But ornaments can't just dangle. They have to be hanging from something. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that gold paper. And remember, we save every little piece, every little spot of that gold paper. And we're going to cut very, very, very thin, like a sliver. And that's why I love this Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer. We are cutting a sliver of that gold. It's probably going to curl. It's such a small sliver. And this is going to be our cord. Now, if you have gold string or gold twine, feel free to use that too. That would be adorable. Or that new gold dot. Gosh, I'm not even sure what the name of it is, Deanna. That new stuff from Spellbinders that we just got in. That's the gold ribbon, curling ribbon that has little polka dots on it. That would be awesome too. That would work also. So what we're going to do is these are going to be our hangers. You have to have hangers on that. Is it just called circle cord? Is it really that easy of a name? I always try to make things more complicated than it needs to be. Circle cord. Huh, who would have thought? I'm just going to put a little bit of wet glue at the top. And I'm going to take these and I'm just going to glue it to the top of the ornament. Just glue it to the top. Circle cord. Who would have thunk? That's what I would have named it. Something easy, right? Ooh, I cut that one crooked. That's okay. I'm going to blame it on the paper. The paper was crooked, right? I cut it straight. So we're just going to put the little cords on there and just give it a moment, kind of dry. I just used a liquid glue. But yeah, that'd be really cute, the circle cords. And it comes in gold and rose gold. And there's a bunch on a spool, so it'll last you forever. I love it when there's a bunch on a spool because then I don't feel guilty using it and I'll actually use it. Okay, the ornaments for this, what I did is I just did a little liquid glue on the back of the cord. So I did a little liquid glue on the ornament itself and I just put a little kind of a fine bead all the way up it. Now, this is the Nouveau I'm using. It does dry clear, so I don't have to worry about if I get it on something else or smudge it. I know, it is beautiful. I really hope they come out with more colors. I was really surprised they didn't have a silver. They needed, or a red and a green for Christmas. But the rose gold is beautiful. That one's been the most popular in our store. Rose gold, but they're both pretty. If it was my vote, I would tell them they need a teal. But they didn't ask me. Oh, shh, it's going to be in a class coming up, Deanna says. But shh. See, Deanna is the worst at keeping secrets. She's the worst, right? So it's okay if I sneak something once in a while because Deanna's always sneaking. Oh, and I got to see sneak peeks of that new upcoming class. And let me tell you, girls, oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. But when are they? Never. They're always beautiful. I wish my brain worked in layers. I did, Deanna. I did. So, did somebody tattle on me? In our live today, I said, make sure to tune in for what's new at 2 today. And then make sure to sign our Crafty Hour tonight. And make sure to tune in tomorrow because Crafty Hour number 23 will go live at 9 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Central. And you will be so excited for this box. Did you see what I did there? It'll make sense tomorrow. You'll be so excited. Okay, then I was looking at the ornaments and I thought, gosh, it needs a topper. It just looked kind of funny and it needed something to put on top of it. So what I did is I took the dots and I put an itty bitty one and I put a medium one and I built them so they look like a little topper. Yeah, Ken even caught on to that one when I said, you'll be so excited for the next reveal. And Ken started laughing. He's like, haha, I see what you just did. See what you just did. Don't worry, I am not a stitcher, so there will not be any stitching involved. I'm not, well, I lie. I did stitch on a card before, didn't I? Oh, snap-a-doodle. Oh, see, Deanne even said that. We do not sew, so don't worry. There will not be any sewing involved. Although Diane's doing that one. Is Diane a sewer? Okay, where's my little... Ha, I just love stacking those guys on there. Adorable. And I'm 5 minutes over, but we had a couple technical issues with Facebook, so I'm going to say it's okay because we're almost done. Okay, so there's our little ornaments on the top with our little beads. And since I've already spilt the beads once, I'm going to put them in the box really quick before I throw them all over the floor. And then last thing, you're going to have the 2 poinsettias and then a greenery piece. Yep, use the little gems for bubbles. Are they adorable? Adorable. So we're going to put a pop dot on the back of the big guy. And I'm just going to kind of bend him and floof him a little bit. He needs a little floofing. I'm going to put him up in the corner. I don't want to cover my baubles too much. I know there's a way it works so my baubles don't get covered. That was not it. How many times will I spin it around like a record player? Well, some of it gets covered. Okay, then we're going to put a pop dot on, a double pop dot on this guy because he's going to go over here on the corner. So he needs a double pop. So I'll just put 2 squares on top. Oh, that's fine. I have to do cold holders. I won't come judge you on yours. And then we're going to sneak that guy in the corner, which I need to trim some off so he fits. Thank you, Leslie. Whoops. And then last thing, boy, I really covered that ornament too much. I don't like him. Sorry, dude. You gotta move. There. You covered my ornament too much. And then we're gonna put another one of those white words. And that one says joy to the world. That one's perfect. I love these little foam words. They're so cute. All right, so there are those 2 cards. If you're doing screenshots with the measurements, do that really quick, and then I will bring them all back in. Click. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining us for Crafty Hour number 21. This is Kourtney with Scrapbook-N-Memories, and here are our 3 gift holder inspired cards. So that one opens up, so you have a little spot to put a gift card here. Then we have this one as a flat card, and then that opens up to put a little gift card in there. And then our last one we just did, standard A2 card that opens up and again has just a little pocket on the bottom to put a gift card or photo or whatever you want. So I kind of went with a theme again. It seems to be my thing. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to post your creations over in Crafty Hour Creations in our private Facebook group. If you're not a member yet, make sure to go join that Facebook group, because that's where we post sneak peeks and all the information for your homework and events that you can find on replay really easy. So the announcement tomorrow, I think Deanna is going to set up an event for it, and we'll post it on our Facebook page and then also in Crafty Hour Creations. The announcement tomorrow is at 9 a.m. Pacific and 11 o'clock Eastern, Missouri time. And they will go live on our websites at that time, and Deanna will do a live reveal, and she'll walk you through the kit to show you all the amazing stuff that's in there. So, yeah, secret reveal. It's going to be fun. So it'll be up on the website, and you guys can get it. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for spending another hour with us. So have a wonderful night. And happy creating, and we can't wait to see what your versions are of my cards and also of Diane's cards. And then, of course, everything that you make with all the extras and spare pieces that are left over, because this kit was really packed full. So have a wonderful night, and we will see everybody tomorrow for the announcement. Bye-bye.